Hey guys, here's how you can make one of the best 1.21 Autocrafter pickle farms for the donutsmp. Before we get into the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. If you have any questions, join the Discord and we will help you there. Here are all of the resources you'll need for the farm. I'll leave them on the screen for a couple seconds. Pause if you need them. This farm is going to have 8 modules, so there will be 64 hopper minecarts in total, which is one below the hopper minecart limit. So this farm will fit in one chunk and be great for the donutsmp. So the first thing you want to do is place your observer facing into a block so the redstone signal from the redstone clock can activate all the droppers. And you're going to place an activator rail, which is cheaper, into a observer, a deep slate brick, and then into 4, 1, 2, into 4, and 2, and then that's all you need to do for this. Then you're gonna just place a rail here, place that, and then you're gonna be perfect. You're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna start 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna do that. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're just gonna do it one more time. Okay, so this is going to be all the farms where they are, where they sit, and we're just going to build a simple redstone clock that activates this farm. So we're going to make sure we're going to have our repeaters on the second tick, so then it is good with the donutsmp tick speed. We're going to have our comparator with the mini torch on, just to make sure that that makes sure that it repeats and repeats and repeats on forever until you turn it off. We're just gonna have redstone dust, into another repeater facing the opposite way with the second tick activated, into another redstone dust, and we're just gonna have our lever, and then when you turn it on, it will activate the rails, will activate the droppers. So once you get that, you're gonna get rid of almost everything except for those things. So you're gonna keep the deep slate, observer, and redstone dust, and you're gonna get yourself a note block. And you're gonna get yourself some packed ice or blue ice, whatever you want. Those two are the best. Do not get normal ice, it will melt. And you're just gonna get those two, and you're just gonna place note block, observer, brick, redstone dust. And you're just gonna do that over every single one of these. So note block, observer, brick, redstone dust. So once you have completed that, we're just gonna get our ice and build 2 blocks out. And we're just gonna fill it in 2 blocks out of the ice all the way around. So we're gonna do our blocks out. So 2 blocks out. 2 blocks out right there, see? There's another 2 blocks out right here. And we're just gonna fill in the middle too, because this is where the water will flow. And once we finish placing the ice, we're gonna get ourselves any glass of choice. I chose purple glass. And we're just going to place it on the outside like this. Just all the way around. Just to make sure that no water gets leaked and destroys our redstone. And once we're finished getting all this glass around, we're gonna go and get ourselves some droppers, because that's what's gonna drop the pickles into here. It's important to do this before you place the water inside, because the water pushes you around and it's really annoying to place the droppers. So just like this, in like a star pattern like this. And it should line up perfectly with all the farms. And yeah. This is one of the best hopper minecart farms of the donutsmp, as they made it in 1.21. Mojang made it where you cannot push any sort of item through a block of distance. So now we have to use the hopper minecarts again, like we did at the beginning. This is an updated version of my original Pickle Farm Design. This one I gotta say is better because the other one had only 5 modules, but we found some ways that we can save a few hopper minecarts and overall just make it a better farm. And it's just as good, even better actually. 8 modules this time. So once we are done the droppers, we're just gonna get the hoppers on top of the droppers. So we can go out of here. So we're gonna go in our inventory. We don't need the droppers anymore. We won't need redstone dust. Actually, yeah, we will need redstone dust. You will not need observers till later. I would keep the building block. You do not need no blocks. And we're just gonna get ourselves some hoppers, and we're gonna get ourselves some powered rails, and we're gonna get ourselves some rails, just normal rails, and we're gonna get ourselves some hopper minecarts. So first thing you want to do, also make sure you do have swift sneak, just because it's way easier to just crouch around and place all these hoppers and all the other items and blocks. And we're just gonna place the hoppers on top of every single dropper, because this is what's gonna transport all the pickles from above into the dropper system. Okay, so just make sure that you place glass on top of the middle to protect the redstone below. Just in case water leaks, it's just important to do that. If you do not feel like watching tutorials, I will have a schematic linked inside of the description. It will probably be a Mediafire or it will be linked in my Discord server, either or. But the next thing we're gonna do is place glass all around the edges here. Just like this to keep the minecarts in. If you place a block on the edge here, it should be the easiest. Yeah, like that. And you're just gonna do that all the way around. Okay, now that we have our glass set around every single hopper, we're also gonna need to get some redstone blocks and just place them on top of every single glass block that we placed in the middle, just to keep the powered rails activated, because the minecarts will be spinning in circles. But yeah, we're just gonna place our rails like so, and then we're gonna place our powered rails like this on the edges. You can replace these with the activator rails because they are cheaper, but it doesn't really matter that much. So we're just gonna place our hopper minecarts like this. Then we're gonna place 4 on the edges, and then we're just gonna push them like this, just to get them going, and then they'll be like just moving like that. That's what we want, because then they can get the block there, and it's perfect. So we're just gonna do that all the way around. Oh, that was close. Almost lost it right now. Make sure that all 4 are moving like this, so you can collect every single block that you get. Just like that, perfect. So once we are done our Pickle Farm Design, we're just going to Once we're done with this, we're just gonna get our glass, or no, we're gonna get our leaves. We're gonna get rid of the get rid of all the hopper stuff, and we're gonna get leaves. Any type of leaf works, and I think oak leaf is the best to see if you're waterlogged or not. So it's really good, and make sure you have your leaves on fancy. It's the easiest to see through. But yeah, we're just gonna place leaves on top of every single edge block here, just like this. And we're just gonna place water inside the leaves, just like this. You can see it's really easy to tell if they're waterlogged or not. And we're just gonna do that all the way around. That's not a big deal. We're gonna do that all the way around the farm. Okay, so once we have all our leaves waterlogged, we're just gonna get our coral of choice. Doesn't really matter, you could choose any. And we're just gonna place our water in the center like this. And then we're just gonna place our coral just all the way around like this. And that would be perfect. And once we place all our coral, we're just gonna place one more coral above every single water source, like so. And these ones will not dry out because they are touching the water below them. Okay, the next thing that we'll need to do is we'll need to place another glass barrier around the leaves like this. Just like so. Just to, but only around the outside of the leaves. We don't need them on the inside. So just around the perimeter of the structure. And once we do that, we're just gonna place chests all around the edges here. Doesn't matter how they're placed because they're gonna just get waterlogged. I'm just gonna shift over them and waterlog all the chests. We're good. And now it should just all be still. There should be no waves or flowing water. And we're just gonna place, we're gonna get pickles. And we're going to get pistons, normal pistons, and then we're gonna get, oh, that should be it for now actually. We're just gonna place our pickle and we're gonna waterlog it, make sure to waterlog it. And it's really important to have ender pearls as it's much easier to get under blocks like this. And you're just gonna place your pistons similar to the pattern of the, what's it called? Of the droppers. So we're just gonna do that same thing underneath. Actually, exactly the same as the droppers. That's really important. But, yeah. And that's every one of them. So just make sure that you waterlog your pickles, or else the pickles will not spread to the coral blocks below. That's very important. Do not miss this step. It looks like they're all waterlogged. So the next step that we're gonna do is we're just going to place, actually we're gonna do one more thing before this. We're gonna get ourselves some dispensers. We're gonna get dispensers. We're gonna place our blocks like this. Go underneath, like so. Thank you. And we're just gonna place our dispensers going into the pickles, so then they can bone meal, like so. We're gonna do that over every pickle. Once you have your dispensers placed over top, you're just gonna place blocks over every single piston, because then it can transmit the redstone signal through the blocks. We're also going to make sure to place glass on top of every single chest, just to make sure no pickles get out, like this. It doesn't really matter that much to place the glass above here, because the hopper minecarts will pick it up, so we're good there. But just continue placing your bricks above your blocks, and then we're just gonna fill in the holes here. And I think we're gonna need to place an extra layer of deep slate just over here on this side, just for the redstone. And we're gonna place some extra blocks on the side here too. So once we start, we're just gonna get ourselves 2 blocks out, and we're gonna place our normal redstone clock, 2 ticks on the repeaters, and the redstone torch. This will create a redstone clock that is continuous and that works on the donutsmp. And we're just gonna get our observer, and we're gonna get our block, and we're gonna place it into an activator rail, which goes into another observer, another block, and we're gonna place it into redstone dust, which goes into a repeater. This will activate that. Then we're gonna get it, and we're gonna go around, 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 and around. That will activate every single piston below. Then we're gonna just put another observer into a redstone dust, into another repeater, and we're just gonna do that same pattern like that. And that is our first area. We're gonna place another activator rail into an observer, into a deep slate brick, which is gonna go into a redstone dust, which goes into a goes into another redstone dust, goes into observer, and then goes into a redstone dust, which goes into the repeater. Then we're just gonna do that same pattern all the way around, and that's all we're gonna need to do for this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 farms. Then we're just gonna follow back through with these into here, just like how we did before, and see how this one happens. So that works, and then that happens. So we need to place. You place an observer into a redstone that goes into a repeater, and then we're just gonna do this, but instead of that, we're gonna just place redstone so that doesn't connect, and that's just gonna go into every single piston that's below, into the same thing, and you get the point from now on. Okay, now that we are done, this all should power. These ones power. And we're gonna need to fix something here. So we're gonna place another block here, block here, block here. And now these all power. And now we need to just place redstone here. These ones power, and these ones power. This one does not power because we need to do this same method here. That one powers, this one powers, and this one powers. Perfect. Make sure this is like the best way to like put the redstone around so it connects everything, which is really good. And yeah. Now that we're done with that layer, we're gonna move on to the bone collection system, or the bone meal system. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna create the collection system to store the bone meal. We're gonna place a hopper with a chest with another hopper going into it, like so. We can do this, thank you. And then we're gonna place a chest here, and a chest here. I'm gonna do that one more time. So we're gonna get chest into it, and then we're gonna get hopper, chest, and we do that all the way around, like so. Okay, don't forget the one in the middle here. And then we're just going to place another 3 chests like so on top. On top of every single chest. And this is just some extra storage, because we're gonna have a lot of bones, right? So this also will help run the farm for a longer period of time. And once we do that, we're just gonna place another layer of hoppers above the chests, like this, just to connect, because this is where the bones will flow and go into the chests. And then we're just gonna place ice in between just to connect, and we're gonna place ice just one layer like so. Just like that. And then we're just gonna build it so it flows back to over there. So we're just gonna go around like this. Just like so. And then we're gonna place our glass in here. Just so then the water doesn't interfere. And then what this will do is if you place too much bone meal, the bone meal will just flow and keep flowing all the way around the farm until it goes back into the hoppers below and gets used for the farm. We're gonna place this out one more, like that. Let's just fix that mistake. No! No! Oh my god. Okay, I'll fix that real quick. Okay, that was all Faxy's fault. He fixed this problem. So we're just gonna place the glass here. And yeah, that's it. So we're gonna get some signs. And we're gonna replace the ice. We don't need the ice anymore. Actually, we do need the ice. Shit, okay. So on the edge here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have some ice. And it's gonna flow into a system that creates the bone meal. But that's not important right now. What we're gonna do is we're going to get this, place all that there with the water that flows. Then we're gonna place a chest here so the bone meal can go in between. And the water bucket is gonna just waterlog the chest. It's gonna go to the edge there. We're gonna place another sign here and sign here. Then we're gonna place 2 waters there. Place another sign here and a sign here into a water with a sign here. Get the point though. And then we're going to place 2 signs there with 2 more waters there, 2 signs here, put the there. We're just gonna make sure the water goes all the way around. There we go, and now we'll always flow all the way around. And next we're gonna work on the Autocrafter bone meal. So next thing is we're gonna need the crafter. So just exchange a block for that. And it's just gonna go to the end here with some glass on the outside like so. And that's just gonna flow right into this water source with a sign here and the water flowing. And we're just gonna make sure the water flows all the way into there, and that will flow into the farm. And we're just gonna place some Autocrafters above each other like this. That way, that should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, just delete one of these. And then we're going to place some glass all the way around so it doesn't break and it doesn't spill. We're gonna get our obsidian, and we're gonna place the obsidian right in the middle here. And yeah. And then we're gonna get our hopper, wherever our hopper is. And it's just gonna go above each and every one of these with some chests. And we're just gonna place another row of hoppers there. Yeah. And then we're gonna get our redstone and just place it. Oh wait, yeah. We need to do this. So we're gonna need observers, and we're gonna place the observers to where they face into the farm like so. And we're just gonna place them like that. And then we're going to get our obsidian like before and place it here so then it doesn't interfere. You could get one more obsidian and place it right here so it doesn't interfere with the piston, and we're just gonna make it so it interacts with this. And then we're gonna get our slime block and our piston with a lever, and we're going to place it above here. Oh no, we need to get a sticky piston though. And we're gonna get our slime block and our redstone block, and we're just gonna place a glass block just here, and that will activate all of those, right? But we're just gonna turn that off, place this back so it doesn't interfere. And then now we're gonna need to make where you throw the bones, and then all those bones will be put into this system which crafts bone meal and then puts it throughout the farm. So all we're gonna need is to get our glass, get packed ice, we need signs, water, and that should be everything. Oh, we need chests too. But yeah. And we're just gonna get our ice, and we're going to place it like so. And we're just gonna place our glass in the middle here. And that's all we really need. So we're just gonna, oh wait, no, we're gonna need to do this one more round, because then the water can flow properly. So we're gonna get our glass. We're just gonna place it in the middle here. Get our glass, place it in the middle here. And then we're gonna get our water, flow it into there. Then we're just gonna go flow across. We're gonna stop and then go here. Stop here, flow here, stop here, flow here. Stop here, flow here. And that will be the water system. And then we're just gonna probably have our spawners right here. So if we had our spawners right here, we could just take out the bones. So let's pretend that our inventory is empty. Oh, okay, I just put it to it. We're gonna get bones. And we're going to just fill up our whole inventory of bones. We're gonna turn on this, so it activates that. We're gonna turn on our redstone clock, so it activates all of these. It should be working. There we go. All of these should be working. And then we're gonna need to activate our dispensers down there. And then what we do now is we just throw out all the bones. We could just do this one more time. And the bones will get put into here, where they will be made into bone meal. There we go. Just gotta take that out. I would suggest that you take out all the bones and just forgot to do this. You need to like disable all the slots so that when this gets made into bone meal, it will then it will create all the bone meal. I know we do it a lot faster than what you think. And now, if we just throw all these bones back in here, and we turn this back on, and we just get ourselves some more bones, we can just throw all the bones back. And they will create bone meal. And this bone meal gets put into the farm, which will create bones. Or will create the pickles. One second. That's wrong. Okay, so the last thing that we will need to do is place the water at the bottom. So we're gonna get our slabs, and we're just gonna place the water in the four edges like so. And then actually, you know what we're gonna do? So this isn't a pain in the ass. We're gonna do that, and we're just gonna get it to, and make sure to place the slabs in between the droppers so you don't interfere. As you can see, the farm works really well. It's already producing pickles. But yeah. We're just gonna do this one more time. And then we're gonna do it right here. Oh, no, we don't need to do it here. We need to do it here. And then we're just gonna place glass on top of every single slab. Like so. And then we're just gonna place water in the corner here. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna place water on every single glass block. Just like this. And then we're gonna go out, do it 2 more times actually. So we're gonna do it here. And then we're going to go out. And we're just gonna place our water right here. And then what this will do is if we get our ice, we can flow this into a storage system by placing our ice here. With our water. Going like this. I know we need to place it one more out like this. There. Now if we power on the farm, let's do this. These droppers should be activated, yeah. We can just do this. Drop these out, we don't need this now. We can just get some bone meal and put it in. That will create more bone meal, which is really it can produce very fast. And then that will make pickles, which get produced into here. And as we fill up all the farms, it will go faster. We just need to fill up all the farms with bone meal. But yeah, that's how you create the farm. It is a very good farm. I really like the farm. As you can see, we put a lot of time and effort into all the farms. But yeah. It's very good. I hope you liked the video very much. Please subscribe, like, share the video. If anyone needs a Pickle Farm tutorial, this is a really good one. And yeah, have a good day. Thank you. Okay, so one last thing for the farm is you need to make sure that the farm is built in one singular chunk. So if you use the schematic mod, it is easy to just paste it down and just copy the schematic. But yeah, you're gonna want to make sure that all the minecarts are built in one chunk. As you can see here, there are no minecarts outside of the chunk. And when you actually build it, you will have it where it's all in one chunk. And later down the line, if you build multiple in a row, you can connect all this redstone and make it a much faster experience. But for right now, this is good enough. Yeah. What's up, bro? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to join the Discord in the description, and we will help you there.